Hi, Mary from Reviewer's Diary. I'm in a couple of different challenges. So I'm going to start first with the Use It Up in 2016. And that's basically with L is for Living. And it's a challenge that many of us are in. And I do have to say I did declutter one of the items that's on here. And that is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I had like 5 of these and I basically gave these away to my daughter because I have the big one. So I only kept this one, this baby one that has a tiny bit left in it that I've been using. So since I have the giant size, I did give the little sizes to my daughter. So I'm going to go through these items in no particular order. There were a couple things that were removed long ago, and I did say that in a previous video, that were spoiled, and one of them was the Almay TLC foundation, which I really truly love. It's one of my favorite foundations, but I can't buy it and replace it until I know for sure that since Revlon and Almay have pulled out of China, that they are truly out of China, because they don't test here in the United States, and they were not a testing company before they started selling in China. So Revlon, if you see this or you know someone who works for Revlon, or please let me know. Please put it in messages below so I can know whether I can get that Almay foundation again. I have to wait until I'm absolutely positive that they're out. Alright, so I did finish a few products and I'm actually going to go over those first. I think I did already show that this oil, Age Perfect Oil by L'Oreal, was finished a while ago. I've been using the dropper in another oil just because it makes it a lot easier for me to get that out. So this was finished. Alright, so next thing I finished is, oops, I'm knocking stuff over here, this Marcelle face wash. I have a little shelf that my husband put up for me in the bathroom, and he made a label for it. Maybe I'll insert a picture if I can get a picture of it before the battery dies on the camera. But it's a little tiny shelf and it says focus product, because I had said to him, I think it would be really great if I could have like a little shelf with one little focus item so I could focus on it and get it done. And before I knew it, he had built the little shelf and put it in the bathroom with a label on it and with gold lettering on it. So this was on the focus shelf, and this is empty. This will be in my empties video, so you can look at the empties video for a review of this. Okay, the next thing that I finished is this Physicians Formula CC Cream. This is in the color Light. I love this stuff. This is like my favorite CC cream, and it looks really dark in that little window, but it's really not, like on me anyway. It looks darker in that little window than it really is. This is empty, trust me. I like squeezed it until there was like psh, just air coming out. For some reason, I guess the inside of the tube gets a little bit of staining on it. My daughter gave me hers because it's too dark for her, and so now I happily own another one. So you will see this in my empties video, and someday you'll see the other one also in my empties video. That is a product I would definitely buy again if I didn't already have it. Next thing I finished up was a Cursed EOS Lip Balm. Now, these are not cruelty-free. EOS was cruelty-free before they decided to sell in China. Now they're not cruelty-free anymore, and to be quite honest with you, they're a little bit awkward to use because it's in like a little dome shape, and when you get low, like you're like just rubbing this gigantic thing across your lips. Don't like that. Don't really like this. I liked it a lot when it was new. Don't like it when it starts to wear out. So those are 3 items that were completely gone. Next thing I made a lot of progress on was this Marcelle New Age. It's hard to tell because there's no air in here, or there's a little tiny bit of air, but it's the serum. And this is one of my favorite serums. It's 8-in-1. It it's almost like moisturizer when you put it on. It's just so nice. Like, it's just like awesome. Next thing I made not a lot of progress on, but this is part of the challenge, and that is this jar of New Age Day Cream. I'm not sure how it can be day cream because there's no SPF. This was all the way up to the cap, you can see, and it's down a little bit. I've been using a lot of other face creams, so I haven't focused on this terribly. So this may become the next focus shelf item. The next thing I had was this Freeman mask, and I did get down to here. This is a very nice moisturizing mask, and Freeman's cruelty free. I'm not like dying to use this up, but the reason I am is just because I have a drawer full of masks. I have a drawer, I'm telling you, full of masks. So it's time for me to use one of these suckers up so that they don't all go bad. Not a good thing to have happen. A Dr. Brandt BB Cream with Flexitone. I did use this a couple times. You know, now that it's summer, I have a little bit more color. The issue here with this is that it's not cruelty free, and I can tell that it's down quite a bit, but you can't see through the tube. Could use like the tapping method, but it's not worth bothering. When it's empty, I'll know, because it'll go psh. The Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. This is in more than one challenge. It's in the other one that I'm gonna, oh my goodness, the bottle's stained from all of my handprints with foundation on them. But anyway, I am down to here on this bottle, and I'm happy to say that I still love it. It is still my absolute, positive, absolute favorite fix. Make sure your makeup is perfect before you put this on, because it does not move at all. It's like an immovable object. So make sure that your makeup is perfect. The next thing is MicaBeauty Eye Primer. This has been in my weekly makeup basket every week and all through like the last couple months, and it's only like down a tiny bit. It's like flesh color, and so I have reddish eyelids, and it blocks out that completely. I love this stuff. This is my absolute favorite, but at $44 I'm not ever gonna buy it. Unfortunately, since I got these in boxes, I have a couple of them, so I'm very happy to say that eventually I'll use that up and I'll have a backup that I don't have to buy. Alright, next thing is my NYC Smooth Skin Powder. I do really like this powder, and it's something that I've been trying really hard to use up for the last, like, gosh, months and months, ever since I got it and I found out that it was not cruelty free, but I had already started using it. I've been trying to use it up, and I have to say I have hit major pan here. I've been using this powder like pretty much every time I put on my face. Once you hit pan on something, it tends to go really, really fast. Alright, one of the things I have in here is the A Bombshell Translucent Powder. I didn't use this at all. In fact, I'm going to switch it out with the one that I have been using, and that is this Makeup Forever Translucent Powder. So this is going to take up that spot. See, they're basically the same size. They're both translucent powders. I just, you know, this one has a taller cap, but I just want to use up one at a time. So I'm going to put away the A Bombshell, and so I'll be using this Makeup Forever powder instead. This one has been measured because it has been in a challenge that is now over, and it is right there. So my plan is to use this all up. I only use it under my eyes. It's the HD translucent powder. I don't think it's giving me a lot of flashback as far as like the camera, but it does really set my under eyes well. Makeup Forever is not cruelty free. This is something that I am going to carry over into the challenge with Catherine Pye because I want to really work hard to make this gone. These two lipsticks are still being worked on. They do get lower and lower. This one especially only has that much left in it. And it's the lipstick I have on today, and I love it. Ulta Chubby Sticks are lipstick type formula, so, and they're not drying, but they last forever. So if you're a person who likes a lipstick that lasts a long time, that's the one to get. This was also in it. This is lip gloss in Michael, and you can see that I am down to here. So having used a lot of other lip products, this e.l.f. lip gloss, which is really more like a liquid lipstick consistency, has not gotten a lot of use. So we'll have to increase that. I also have these two concealers. Now I had another tube of this one and I opened it and I squirted it out and it was all liquid and like clear liquid and all separated and nasty, so I threw it out. So this is a new one. This one has been used. You can see it's starting to go down, and the other one was used, but I had to throw it out, so I replaced it with one that's new. I also had in this, I don't have a picture of it, and I don't have the tube anymore. I threw it away, and that was the Maybelline Brow Drama. I didn't even put it in my, like, I've been saving makeup that I have completely finished. I didn't put it in there either, even though there was a tiny bit left, because it was making my brows too freaking crunchy, uncomfortably crunchy, and so I just threw it away. I actually said something about it in the video, that I took it out of my makeup basket and I said, this thing stinks, and I threw it out. I also have in this challenge the Chella eyebrow pencil and the gel, and I know this stuff is going to be done by the end of the challenge. I'm afraid to extend this pencil all the way up because I'm afraid it won't go back down again, but I can see looking at the opening that it actually has gone down quite a bit. I'm just afraid if I extend it all the way that I'm not going to be able to get it back in, then it's garbage, and that would be a shame because I like this stuff. And this is the clear eyebrow gel. Next thing is this blush and highlighter duo from L'Oreal. I do love this, but I found a new way to use it, and I think it'll go a little bit faster. And what I've been doing is I've been taking this brush, which I got at CVS. It's a, I think it's e.l.f. Yes, it's an e.l.f. brush, and a lot of the famous manufacturers make one that costs a lot more. And what I do is I stroke down right down the middle, and then I have both blush and highlighter, and so then I can just go ahead and put it on, and I buff it with this brush. So I think this is going to go a little bit faster now that I found a new way to use it. I do love this thing. It does have some sentimental value just because it's one of my, it's something that I have left over from when I was just first starting to love makeup, and so yeah, so it does have a little bit of sentimental value. And so thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary, and this use up by 2016. I really do hope to use up the products that are in this by 2016. So thank you for watching. It's been Mary with Reviewer's Diary, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.